Hello, my name is Lerata Musadami. I'm a wife and a mom to three beautiful babies who have been diagnosed as being on the autism spectrum.
Hello, my name is Lucian Patel. I'm an autism mommy.
Hi, my name is Suleiman Moko. I'm an aunt to a wonderful 9-year-old boy. His name is Lesaha, and he was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder when he was 3.
What I wish I had known then, prior to my kids being diagnosed, I wish I could have been more observant of the symptoms earlier. Although my mother did mention that she was observing my son to be displaying those symptoms, I kind of dismissed her suspicions, and I ended up going through a journey of denial, like being in denial and just thinking that my child will get better with time. But I wish I had taken her concerns seriously at the time, which means the kids would have gotten intervention as soon as possible. And I think that time would have been less stressful, because as soon as I found out, I was not okay for a while, because I could blame myself that it's something that I did. But it's okay, it's a lesson learned.
Hi, I am here to debunk some myths about autism. The first myth is that autistic kids are unable to speak. Not every autistic child is unable to talk. Some are nonverbal and some are pre-verbal, meaning that they need to learn a skill in order to communicate verbally, and they will eventually speak.
In this video, I'll be talking about different speculations, beliefs that I'm totally against, and certain lessons that I've learned. Lesoch in the beginning, he couldn't tell emotion, whether he angry, sad, he couldn't tell. However, with time and proper intervention, he was able to do so. So I think any child or any person presenting with ADHD is capable enough to recognize emotion as long as there's proper intervention. They will be able to get there. And also that a child or a person who has been diagnosed with ADHD cannot be empathetic or compassionate towards the next person, which is completely not true. Lesocha has been empathetic since the beginning of time. Before even he was diagnosed with autism, he's always been compassionate and empathetic.
Autistic people or children really do struggle with understanding how the world works, and they also struggle with processing their emotions, and they also get overwhelmed by the environment, the normal stimuli of the environment, light, textures, as well as sounds around them. They have a challenge with processing that kind of external information, and so sound becomes overwhelming for them. Textures become overwhelming as well. Lights become irritating to them, and therefore it triggers their flight or fight response, which causes them to act in ways that may be perceived to be rude or unacceptable or inappropriate. But these are all skills that can be learned, and with the right support they can function.
In autism world, we do not say a person with autism. No, we say an autistic person. The reason is because they are one with autism. You cannot segregate it from who they are. It is who they are. It's something that they are going to live with forever. So call them an autistic person.
My advice to a mom who just received news that the child is on the spectrum, I always say, no woman ever dreams of being a mother to kids with special needs. It comes to us as a shock. And the sad part is you don't even have a manual. We're not being told that this is how you raise a child, this is what you need to do. You almost feel like you're working this journey all by yourself. It's okay to be upset, to be in shock, to be a little bit angry, or even more. Those are the emotions that are expected, because parenting a child with special needs, it's very difficult. it's difficult on you emotionally, psychologically, even physically. At some of us, we really get to a point where you're tired. Just remember, it's not your fault. There's nothing you did that caused the child to be like that.